Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome back to Moonlit Waters. So excited to be back in the saddle. So we're going to take a look at what's going on with that full moon. It's the second of two in Aquarius. And this one is at 29 degrees. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll take a look at the energy coming up for the next week. As I'm getting the cards here, do me a favor. YouTube cares whether or not you hit that thumbs up. So help out every YouTuber, creator that you come in contact with when you watch a video. Hit the thumbs up. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay, so this full moon, it's happening in your ninth house. Ninth house is higher learning and communication with spirit. And you guys have been having the fun of having the North Node in your sign, which actually North Node in your sign is way better than having the South Node in your sign. So, Sagittarius, you're taking a hard hit here. You guys, it's about what are you curious about? What are you aiming for? And where are you headed, right? So, it's called the Patience full moon, by the way. It's called the Patience full moon. And the cards that you have come out is patience. So this is truly a full moon designed for you, and then freedom. It's Aquarius. It is also about freedom. Okay, so pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. Well, Gemini is all about play. And so this freedom that you're looking for, this freedom to move in the direction that you want to go, you're really close. The North Node will exit your sign after it hits one more eclipse cycle through Sagittarius. So on November 19th, we get a lunar eclipse in the new, where the North Node's going to wobble into Taurus, and so Scorpio will have the first lunar eclipse, and that'll be followed by a new moon eclipse, a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. And so I think that is when that freedom comes. As the sun moves across the galactic center, I think that as you wrap up this year, you're going to feel the effects of all of the changes of that Aquarian energy that came in with the galactic center last year, 2020, which seems like 10,000 years ago, right? Okay, so you have here the freedom. The freedom is coming. Just be patient. And in the meantime, stay curious. Stay inquisitive. What else do you want to know? Have some fun. We're here to create joy and happiness. Let's do it, right? Let's get into the week. Okay, so what's going on this week for you? Lots of good stuff. All right, so on the 22nd, which is Sunday, at 8:02 a.m., there will be a full moon at 29 degrees and 37 minutes of Aquarius. And that is conjunct Jupiter. Now, the full moon that we had on the 28th of July was also in Aquarius. That was at 1 degree, and this one will be at 29 degrees. And so, halfway through, we had the new moon on the Lion's Gate in Leo. And so this was about understanding and identifying what matters. And that was in your house of communication. So the ability to really tell other people what it is that is important to you, what matters, that you matter. You matter, right? You have all these things that you've been curious about, all these directions you're moving in, and you matter. And now we have Mercury conjuncting Mars at this full moon. And so there is again the communication with Jupiter. I'm sorry. Wow, so many cards. You have Gemini that rules your sign. I'm going to say that one more time. Mercury that rules Gemini is in its other sign of Virgo. And so it is really picking up on this energy of being able to communicate effectively, especially when it is conjunct Mars. It could be a little too effective. I would watch out for wordsmithing. You can be right and know that you're right, but sometimes it's not necessary to be so aggressive with it. And I don't know why they're saying that, because they haven't said that at all. So heads up for whoever that applies to. I can't believe how many cards you have here. Okay, so that's at 8:02 in the morning. At 43. So 41 minutes later, 42 minutes later, 41 minutes later, the moon is going to move into Pisces on Sunday, and the sun at 5:35 p.m. moves into fellow Mercurial Virgo. So there is this energy of when the moon is in Pisces, it's going to oppose Mercury, and it's going to oppose Mars. And so there's this logic versus your gut reaction to things. And you're going to be asked to really take a look at what are your values, because we have in fellow air sign of Aquarius, and we have Saturn, and in the other air sign, Libra, we have Venus. And Venus rules Libra, and Saturn rules Aquarius, and Gemini, you are ruled by Mercury, which is in another home sign. And so there is this nice flow of communication energy around healthy boundaries. How do you bring in and establish to others what the boundaries are? And I think you're being encouraged to kind of look through some self-reflection into what have you learned over the course of the North Node being in your sign. What have you learned, and how has it brought balance into your life? And you're being asked to, yes, stay curious, but you have amble with contentment. Again, this patience, and amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. There is something that you really want to get rolling on. It's just not the time. You need more information. Okay. Wow. Okay, they just said you need more information. Mercury in Virgo is an opportunity, especially with that in your house of communication, do a little more studying, a little more learning, a little more gathering of information and facts. So do that. And while you're doing that, you have blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what's going on around you and adapt accordingly. Again, take it slow, be patient, look for the moment. You're being asked to look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by the surface issues and focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. So this patience, yes, blend into the environment, but use it for an opportunity to seek more knowledge. You need more information about whatever it is. And then we have, in the light of the moon, a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. And so they brought up beauty twice, and we have beauty coming up here when the moon moves into Aries next. And so look for the beauty in you, look for the beauty in others, look for beauty in the lessons and the situations, and allow yourself to really gather more information. Be patient. Wait. I want to say there's more coming. But wait, there's more. For the same low price you can also get. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling. Before you grab this freedom and you run with it, which you will feel, I think, really set free when the North Node moves on and releases that energy. There you will go. Give it a little more time, gather a little more information, get ready for it. There's something really exciting on the horizon. The moon is going to move into Aries at 2:57 p.m. on Tuesday. And we'll have Mercury at that time will be opposing Neptune. So Mercury opposing Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces, and it's its home sign. And Mercury's in its home sign. And so they're having this communication about how can we create a plan that will allow us to chase down this dream? Or how do we do that? And so Moon and Mars wants to take action, but it's going to come into contact with Chiron. And so there's still this pause for a little bit more healing, a little bit more opportunity to figure out where's the pleasure and the joy in life, and find the beauty in the moment. So you are being paused. You're being held back. You're being under, like, I have to wait. I need more information. But where you are right now, look around. What can you enjoy in the moment? How can you find what you need? You have divine expansion. You have Zeus. You're not the only sign to get this. I think an Aries got this too. Okay, so Moon in Aries this thunderbolt of information. And look, it's number 14, which is a 5. That's the number of change. 2021 is a year of change. When you have the North Node in your sign, it's a cycle of change. Divine expansion is coming. There, again, wait for it. I just want to say wait for it. I think it's going to be worth the wait. Just hang in there. So there's a little opportunity here to really check in with that Saturn, Trine, Venus energy about what is of value, where are the healthy boundaries, where do you want to settle in. And then the moon is going to move into Taurus at 12:27 p.m. on Friday. And this is the time to really get grounded and to remember that you are resilient. You can regrow. Okay, I'm being shown a starfish right now. So a starfish can lose a limb, but then it can regenerate the limb. There's a need for resilience. So what's been cut back will grow, but that takes time. That takes time. And tune in. Really tune in to the energies around you. Seek the wisdom through the experience and the knowledge that you have gained during this past, 14 months or so. Well, the North Node has been in your sign. There is a possibility for some real insight and downloads to come in. That divine expansion could come as a download, because when the moon crosses and comes into conjunction with Uranus, it could trigger like a real insightful moment, because of just about at the same time we've got Pisces, we've got Neptune and Pisces, so it's going to conjunct with Uranus, and then it's going to sextile Neptune and Pisces, and so there's this energy of download of inspiration and information, and then your intuition kicks in, and that's the knowledge and the wisdom that you're reaching for. Gosh, they gave you so many cards. Oh, my nose is itching big time. Okay, so you are attracting, not chasing. Is the advice. Attracting, not chasing, having patience. Now is not the time to take the action. Now is the time to identify what it is that you want, though, and ask for it. You're being asked to pay yourself first. Even if all you can do is set aside $1 a week, you still pay yourself off the top of your check, not with what's left over. You create a plan, and you pay yourself first, and then you figure out how to pay the rest of your bills. That is the best way. That's a great way, because then you are saying to the universe, I know I have enough money to pay myself first, and everything else, I will get the money. I will attract it in. You have exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Get out and walk. There's been so much energy around everybody getting outside and connecting with nature. Walking is the best way to get the exercise, but also to create space. Look, see that orb that's right there? It looks kind of like the orb there. It is a communication opportunity when you're out there, and you have no more complaining. Complaints are affirmation of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have abundance of choices and freedom. Wow. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Blossom, that means growth. That means it takes time. That means it takes patience. That means it takes being consistent. With Saturn in Aquarius, in your 9th house, being consistent in gaining knowledge. It could be that pay yourself first might be set aside time for yourself first, in case this isn't about money. It could be like you need more information, and so make sure that you are creating space in your schedule to read, to study, to take care of you first. Put yourself first. Leo season, we just came out of Leo season. Leo season was all about that. They take that, well, yeah, we'll be out of Leo season by Sunday afternoon. So, your advice from Spirit is, I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Not complaining. I'm waiting for it. I'm attracting it in. I'm looking for the opportunities. I'm going to have downloads of intuition and insight that are coming to me, and I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. That means that when the information comes in, that you're listening for it, and therefore you can collect the data and be able to use it as a response, not a reaction, right? A response. So, on Sunday afternoon, the 29th, the moon is going to move into Gemini. I'm going to cover that more next week. But Mercury will move into Libra. And so Mercury in Libra will be in your 5th house of fun, romance, creativity. And so that's a nice flow of energy there. That'll be a great time to really put your thinking cap on to try to come up with creative problem solving for whatever it is that is being brought to you this week. Open yourself up to the messages from the divine, for the ideas and the inspirations, and understand that come early next week you'll have an opportunity to create, to manifest. I just realized I left that on. I hope you guys can hear me because I really don't want to do this again. Hold on. Totally meant to turn that off. Okay, so the opportunity to manifest, to bring in what it is that you truly need, what you desire, what it is that is going to move you forward, to collect on this abundance that the universe has been talking to you about during this process of the North Node being in your sign, this opportunity to really create what it is that you want. But you need a little more information. It's coming. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the downloads. Drive yourself forward by being patient and waiting and looking for the opportunities, because they're right around the corner. They're right around the corner. And by the time we get to that last eclipse that happens in your South Node, that will be in your house of partnership if you're a Gemini rising. That will be in December. That should be a real release and relief, I just heard, and a real relief of the pressure that's been building. And so it could take the next 4 months to really get everything you need in play. So be present to where you are now, gather the information, ask for what you want, and be open and responsive. If an opportunity comes up, take it. Right now, don't let opportunities slide by. See something? Take it. All right? Okay, take care. I will see you next week. We will do the weeklies, and then I'm going to do a monthly. And I'll have a video coming out soon where I'm going to explain to you some ideas I have, and hopefully you'll join me on some of that as well. You guys have a great week. Be patient. Be gentle with yourself, and I will talk to you soon.